and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of Talk About It Tuesday. Today I'm here with Heidi and Alicia from Treat Yourself Wellness Center. This is my first time having two people at the same time. I'm pretty excited. So today we're here to discuss the history of Treat Yourself Wellness Center, the power of holistic healing, and the many services that are offered here at the center. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me, where did Treat Yourself Wellness start?
Well, it's a family-run business, and we're in our 29th year. Next year will be 30 years. It started in Heidi and I's grandmother's home in Petrolia on Caroline Street as an addition to her home. And then it grew to a second location after 5 years because the demand, the need to service our community with a holistic complementary approach to medicine was there. So we moved to Progress Drive. We were on Progress Drive for about 5 years, and then we moved to Sarnia in 2006. And we've been in Sarnia ever since. We were on Exmouth Street for 10 years, and then we decided, because I understand moving from Petrolia to Sarnia is kind of like starting a whole new business, and our name was Petrolia Magnetic Healthcare, because the business started in magnetic therapy. My grandmother and mother were the first registered magnetic practitioners in all of Canada back in 1995, so that's kind of where it became official. But before the business was official, my grandmother, having a massive passion for herbs, all things natural, to support her own health, she was always advocating and informing people about natural products. And basically the business started because she was telling friends and family, but eventually it became people that she didn't know coming by the house and stopping in to see, Hilda and have a conversation about their arthritis or their cholesterol or they can't sleep or whatever pain and suffering they had. And so it was my grandmother who said, I think we have a business here. So she saying that to our mother, Kathy, and my mom and her decided, okay, after a few years, you know what, we have a business. So It officially got started in 95, and we've been in business ever since, and we've been growing and meeting the needs of our community. And in 2016, we bought this building here in the Mitten Village, renovated it, and we have been here since, and we love the space. We're very happy with where we are, so yeah.
That's awesome. And Mitten Village is growing and thriving, so I love that. Yeah. All right, so tell me everything that I need to know about biofeedback. So what is it, and how could it help me?
Well, let's ask the biofeedback specialist, Alicia.
Thank you, Holly. I have been actively practicing as a biofeedback specialist since 2012. I started this journey in 2006 to become a biofeedback specialist and have thoroughly loved it. What is biofeedback? Biological feedback from you, measuring almost 13,000 items of stress that your body could potentially react to, so you can get a 95% accuracy, maximum 98, reaction to almost 13,000 items, so that you could know whether or not what you're reacting to, which then what? Gives you the opportunity of choice. So we get feedback on hormones, environmental factors, psycho-emotional factors, nutritional factors, so vitamins, minerals, your spine, the autonomic nervous system. We get feedback on lots of things. So we get feedback on stress, and your body, well, it knows what the stress is. And then don't you think it might know the solution? So it gives you your solution. So who's telling you what to do? You. I'm not the doctor.
No, you're just the interpreter.
And you're giving yourself the solutions that you can choose to act upon, so then that way you can feel your best. Also with our biofeedback service, we also have over 1,000 biofeedback retrainings available. So in real time, you're going to get feedback about your body's reactions to stress, but you're also in real time going to get feedback retraining the body to reduce your reaction to stress. So that pain, that inflammation, that hyper response, or something is hypo responding, we can tune it up in real time, so you can feel the difference right away.
That's amazing.
I didn't have biofeedback when I was having all of those challenges I was mentioning, and I discovered, I actually, in my journey, there was 6 pieces of equipment I was going to buy because I'm like, I want feedback, and I want feedback about myself, and I want accurate feedback. And so it was like, as I found all 6 of these equipment, then I went to a trade show, and then the irony is that I found one device with way more in it than those 6 individual devices, and I was like, thank you, universe. I had to first figure out what I wanted. Yeah, what I wanted, and then you showed up with more. How cool is that? So I then started that journey, studied under a traditional Chinese medicine doctor for 10 years. I've learned a lot along this road and have, I think I calculated over 550 continuing educational units now, which is like lots. And lots of experiences with it. And the device in real time can help you to relax. It can help you to have less inflammation, help you to feel like you've got hope and you've got choices. And since I didn't have that at the beginning, and all the avenues I had to take and all the, as we say, old school style of doing it, really helped me to appreciate when I had this incredible tool and how it's taking so many elements and putting it together for me and helping me to know how to choose what's best for me, so that because my journey is not the same as yours, not the same as hers, not the same as anyone. What I say to every client is like, no 2 people are born to the same parents at the same time, having the same experience in exactly the same order, ever, even twins. So how you've experienced life is not how I've experienced life. Yes, we might have both experienced loss. We might have both experienced, indigestion, but not for the same reasons. So how it got stacked up in us is how we're going to unpack it. And the beautiful thing is that you're going to do it exactly in the way that you need to, in the order that's best for you, and you could trust yourself, because
it's empowering you.
Yeah.
That's really what it's doing.
And it's you're a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful journey. The experience is beautiful. Am I going to tell you that it's not uncomfortable? Of course, you're going to have to deal with yourself. But when you deal with yourself, you feel yourself, you heal yourself.
You get to see all the parts of yourself.
Yes. And we have PsyQ and HRV, which is part of our heart survey. So if someone's not ready to do biofeedback, with quantum biofeedback, they can still get biofeedback. All of this is medical grade equipment. The HRV is in EKG. We are not observing it for echocardiogram. That's for a licensed doctor. We're measuring it for the autonomic nervous system regulation. So measuring vagus nerve with the sympathetic and parasympathetic and the neuroendocrine hormonal backup system. So we get to, basically, we say the heart survey, holistic approach, real time, because you're getting a whole view of yourself. So the PsyQ gives you your outside view, and the HRV gives you your inside view. So who are you in competition with? Yourself. And you get to see yourself front, back, the side. You get to see the stress reactions within the nervous system. So you get ranges. It's all trackable, measurable, and then there's questions that go with the heart survey. So you just get yourself validated. Then you're not guessing. You don't have to second guess yourself. You can now trust yourself to know that your reaction matches what your perception and feelings are. So then what? You can take action. And what?
Hold yourself accountable.
Exactly.
You can check in with yourself.
Exactly.
You want to make sure, well, if I'm doing A, B, and C, is it really making a difference?
Is there an effect? And
Absolutely.
It's measurable. So,
and you get to see it on paper.
100%. And we, with our quantum biofeedback, when we do retraining, we can measure the change. So I had a client in last week, their stress reaction on the HRV should be between 50 and 150, 10 and 100 and 100. There's ranges. The point is, this gentleman was 1,091. Like, very, very stressed. Just a little stressed. And, I felt it was imperative after we were done the biofeedback retraining to show him, because I know he was feeling more relaxed. But sometimes you're just like, how much more relaxed, right? Like, do I trust that I feel this relaxed?
Yep.
So I said, let's put you on. I said, I think it'd be really great if we could do an HRV before you leave. It's not needed for every appointment by any means, but due to the circumstances, I thought it was the wise thing to do. And yeah, it was 50% better. So after a couple of hours, there was a 50% reduction in his stress. It was down to the 500 marker, not where he started at 11, over 1,000. And he's like, wow. I said, right? I said, now you feel it, but now you see it. And understand that we have 6 senses. Western culture talks about 5, what you see, hear, touch, taste, feel, smell. But here's the thing. Our mind is our sixth sense. And in order for us to trust something, out of the six senses, 3 of them we need to validate it. So if you can see it, you feel it, you're experiencing, your senses are experiencing it, and you got 3 of them that are validating for you, you stop doubting. You can just trust, and it's much more comfortable because then you're relaxed and it unfolds for you perfectly, beautifully. Like it is just
the way
wonderful.
It's supposed to.
Exactly. So with the equipment we use, with the retraining we have available, it allows you to get a really great view of yourself so that you can manage your stress, you can help yourself be able to maintain homeostasis within the body. You can understand the reaction, the alarm. That's not punishment, that's protection that your body's telling you. And that's what biofeedback's about understanding, yes, you are reacting. This is an alarm. Well, what can I do about that? Well, here's what your body's talking about. Any one of these you could do.
And the cool part is the education. So you're learning about these tools because situations are going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's, well, what tool can I use at this time to appropriately
support the body to be able to adapt.
To get through that.
No different than if you talk about a renovation in your home, Holly. You know, do you use a hammer
for everything?
Do you use a hammer to paint? I don't think the painting job will look so great. But you don't know that. Someone has to tell you there's a paintbrush. Just like in the winter versus the summer, do you use a lawnmower in the winter to shovel, to, you know, get rid of your snow? No, but again, you don't know that until someone says, hey, if you talk to somebody who lives in a hot climate, they don't know what a winter parka is. They don't understand why you need to have boots up to your knee.
They may not even know what snow is.
Exactly. So understand that we're all experiencing something for the first time. And the point of community is that we go and connect. To be able to understand ourselves is to be able to then seek, asking for help, asking for feedback, critical thinking skills. All of these components come together and we seek out feedback to validate our experience so then we can see what choices we have so we can make a change. And that's what quantum biofeedback does. That's what Treat Yourself Wellness Center, that's why that name is what it is.
Treat yourself.
Because you're better than wrecking yourself.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, treating yourself well is the point. And so over the many years, we've accumulated many tools out of necessity because things have arisen that, you know, it's like, again, owning a house. If this was okay until it wasn't. And then I had to fix that plumbing. Or I had to address that leak.
You had to get a sub pump because your basement filled with water.
Yes, you know,
right?
whatever the case
Tools.
is. And if you didn't need it, but now you do, you go and seek the services, the information, and then you go, what do I have to do? Because I like to be comfortable. I don't want to have water in my basement. I don't want to have so much dampness in my body.
Yeah.
And we're just not taught about the seasons anymore of our bodies and the cycles. And with biofeedback, we can do that. You get taught those things. I'll end with this. In nature, we understand that there's a planting season, a nurturing season, a harvesting season, and a resting season. Now, how many of us apply that to ourselves? We are a part of nature. And our lives are hurried and busied, and we've got so much to do. And let's be real, a lot of us are burnt out or have experienced burnout, or repeatedly. And we hurriedly have some more coffee or shove something down to make us feel better really quickly. I get that we don't always have time. I get, trust me, I got every excuse in the book, I can tell you. But at the end of the day, we have to respect the cycles and the seasons within our body in relation to the nature, what we are in nature. And if we're not, then yeah, it may not be functioning very well for us and we won't understand. And I can give you all kinds of examples of this, you know. And you know what, at the end of the day, that's why you come in and see us, so we can help you understand the season you're in, whether it's nurturing, harvesting, resting season, what organs need support, how they need that support, and how you can do that for yourself.
That's amazing. Thank you both for being on Talk About It Tuesday. You're now Tuesday Talkers.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you for having us,
I
Holly.
really appreciate the opportunity to connect with yourself and our community at large. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Until next time.